It's time to take a look at a boot from the past that's still relevant today, and possibly one of the best boots on the entire market. Let's get after it. All right, guys, the glasses are a thing. Maybe I'll just keep them on for the entire review. So, my name is Noah Cavanaugh. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time joining me today, my name is Noah. I just said that. Hit that subscribe button for repeating words and hit that like button for these amazing Mizuno Morelia 2s. Of course, these are in my usual size 9 US, gorgeous Mizuno box with the gold lettering. They just do the boxes really, really well. These are in the black, white, and red colorway. I am so excited to see what these look like. These are a very classic football boot. Now, I think I would definitely consider wearing something like this for a training session. I don't know yet if I'd wear them for a game. I'd have to break them in and see kind of where they're at, how comfortable they are. I am not somebody to review classic boots all that often, but I do think that this boot isn't a classic, and the reason is because it's 7.7 ounces in a size 9 US. That is almost verging on speed boot category, and it's a fully leather upper. There's no BS in it. It's still got the little tongue, kind of like the Predator remakes that I have. It's got a really basic conical stud sole plate, and I'm super excited to see how these fit and feel. I think the touch on these is gonna feel just out of this world. It's obviously a kangaroo leather upper. It's the top situation you can get from the Mizuno brand as far as leather quality. It blows, in my opinion, absolutely blows Copa Mundial out of the water. It blows the modern Copa out of the water as well as far as a leather boot. And the only other boots that are leather that I think can rival this are boots from the Mizuno brand. So the Mizuno is killing it with the leather boots. So enough jibber jabber and talk. Let's hop into the unboxing of these boots. I am super stoked to see. Okay, you guys can't see it and you guys can't see it. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They are so soft. The leather on these is so soft. Very basic sole plate again, just conical studs, nothing crazy. All right, so this is what they look like, guys. They are so surprisingly light. I am just blown away by how light they are. Mizuno doesn't really come with a whole lot of crazy stuff in the box. They do have a little boot bag, but it's very standard. I won't unfold it or anything, but it just says Mizuno Japan in the black. It's like a little string bag. I don't think the quality is very good on the string bags, but to be fair, I'm not really worried about the string bag because this is a pair of Mizuno boots that are just absolutely. It's got care instructions inside one of the boots. That is super cool. You guys can see that there. Care instructions. Okay, first impressions. First of all, these are insanely light. I'm blown away at how light this boot is for how classic. Oftentimes when you see a Copa Mundial, you think, oh my gosh, it's heavy. It's for like old center backs. Nah, dude, I saw a USL championship player wearing these the other day in a match, and obviously was absolutely killing it. Great touch. I don't think it's the boots, I think it's the player, but it just goes to show how well performing these boots are, even though they're really old as far as the silo goes, but the design is just absolutely timeless. So there you go. That's what they look like. They've got the Morelia in gold on the side. Red, black, white, and gold I think are such a great color combination. Very basic sole plate. The Mizuno logo right here. You've got kind of a red for that middle conical stud, and then you've got 4 in the back, 8 white ones, obviously a 9th with the red one. So it's a really standard sole plate. It actually looks a lot like the Copa Mundial one. But of course, these are leagues better. And then it says Mizuno Professional Model Made in Japan right on the tongue. It's got Velcro, of course. Yeah, these are awesome. Okay, so it's not bulky, and that is something that I will hopefully figure out when they are on feet, but they really don't feel bulky. The leather is crazy soft. It's crazy soft. Like this is, I will definitely probably pick up a pair of these even just to screw around with and go to kick arounds because they are so wildly comfortable, and I think, or not comfortable, but soft, and I just think if they fit really well on my feet, again, size 9, so they should fit really, really well. One thing to note about these is sizing is super important, and I've heard this from a lot of different people, a couple people who actually wear these, a couple friends of mine, and then some boot reviewers as well. One thing that you have to make sure with these is get them true to size and get them to fit really snug to your feet. These are not gonna stretch like a Copa Mundial will or a modern day Copa will, even with some of the synthetic portions of that boot. This is a fully leather upper, but the quality of leather is such that it won't stretch that much. So make sure you get, your toe should be almost up to the edge if that's the kind of sizing you like. Obviously, if you like a little bit more room, that's totally fine. But the best sizing you're gonna get out of these is if you get the size that fits your foot absolutely perfectly. Obviously, it'll stretch in the places that your foot is a little bit wider, or if you tie the laces tight, it'll be snug in the places that your foot is snug. But that's just something to think about. So make sure you do that. So I'll give you guys a look again. God, these are just so nice looking. Very, very excited. Super, it's kind of like a sticky suede heel liner. Right in the back, which I think would be great. It's got their grip insole, like their suede grip insole, which is a fantastic insole. I had the Neo 3s, I think, the Morelia Neo 3s. And again, not a bulky shoe, really, really, really supple leather. It is pretty incredible how soft this leather feels right out of the box. Super excited to try these on. Now, as far as who wears these boots, so I think a couple different people wear these boots. One is somebody who get boots that are comfortable for you to the nth degree. It's somebody who gets the boot that is 100% the most comfortable boot on the market. Obviously, haven't tried these on, but I can probably assume, and from people who do wear these, that these are gonna be some of the most spectacularly fitting boots on the market. No, they're not gonna have the lockdown of a Vapor. No, they don't have the Carbitex insole of a Nike or a Adidas X Ghosted or something like that, but these are the epitome of what a proper leather football boot should be. Just really full stop. That's it. That's all you need to know. They are going to be incredibly well fitting for most foot types because they are leather, they'll stretch. And no, they don't have a lot of tech in them, but they're what Mizuno has done over the last 20 years of this boot being out, probably more, is they have made tiny little changes so that a boot that looks like this is the weight of a speed boot, or just about the weight of a speed boot, and it's still got all the same excellent elements of a perfectly executed leather football boot, but it doesn't have some of those crazy tech features, and it hasn't gone outdated because these are still really well performing. And obviously, as I told you just before, a USL championship, pro players are wearing these in games. And I think that says a ton about the way that Mizuno has constructed this particular boot. So I can't wait to get these on feet. Let's hop into the on feet portion of the video where I show you how the old grandpa shoes actually might be better for you than some of the new tech, new school kids shoes. Let's hop into it. All right, fam, out here with the Mizuno Morelia 2s. So classy looking. Again, I am just gonna try on the right boot because my left foot's a bit sore. That's the foot that I got injured, by the way, had surgery on. So one thing that Mizuno really could improve on is their laces. I know they work, they're fine, but they're kind of like they're almost like a cotton. They get really soaking wet and they're kind of gross when they're wet. So would love if you guys did some more synthetic-y laces. So these are the softest leather boots I think I've ever seen in my life. I think they are so cool looking and just a classic pair. Yeah, okay, moment of truth. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so as predicted, these are incredible on feet. They're like, it's really hard to over the camera to get you guys to understand how comfortable these are right out of the box. Like almost comfortable enough to just wear into a training session right away. These are so comfortable. Definitely not as like performance oriented as something like a Predator Freak or like a Copa Sense Plus. Those are much more performance oriented, but these are so soft, so nice on feet. The heel liner I love, I adore. I think it's no BS. I think it's suede. It has a little bit of stickiness to it. Same with the sole, or the liner on this little insole, the insole thing. That's what I'm thinking about. Stud pattern isn't anything super special, but again, you don't get that from a Morelia. You get that on something like a Vapor or a Puma Ultra or an X Ghosted. These are just, I think, probably my favorite, no, not my favorite leather boot. I think these are great if you just want a classic pair of boots and the best quality leather boots you can possibly find. For me, the best leather boot on the market is still the Rebula Cup from Mizuno. Mizuno makes the best leather boots on the market in my opinion, and the Rebula Cup to me is just a little more, it's like the quality of leather from this boot, but with all the performance characteristics of something like a Predator or something like, I don't know, like a Magista Obra or something like that. So definitely something to keep in mind. These Mizunos are fabulous. They are classic. If you love classic boots, these are absolutely the best boots you can buy. And as far as out-of-the-box comfort, I think for everybody, for me, the Rebula Cups are the best out-of-box comfort. For everybody, these are the best out-of-box comfort, hands down, boots that you can find. I think these are just spectacular. They are so comfortable, and I am absolutely thrilled to be able to cop a pair because they're a bit expensive, but I probably won't be keeping these, but I think they are a great option if you're in the market for something that's really classic. It's more comfortable than any boot, bar none, just on them for everybody, for all foot shapes and sizes, and you can't go wrong with a pair of Mizuno Morelia 2s. So, especially in this black, white, and red accented colorway, super, super cool. That's it for the video, guys. Thanks again for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that on-feet portion. Again, wonderful. Cannot recommend these enough if you can drop $300 on a pair of football boots. They are so lightweight, so well constructed. They are just absolutely classic. They're a beautiful pair of boots, and I would definitely recommend them for anybody who's in the market for a leather pair of football boots. My name is Cavanaugh. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.